All right, so now that we've established that in order to figure out what the coordinates of a midpoint are, that all you have to do is average the two x coordinates and average the two y coordinates, let's apply that to some problems. So if I gave you 2 points, negative 2 comma 3 and 4 comma negative 3, the only thing you have to focus on is taking your x with your x, so negative 2, adding it to 4, and dividing it by 2. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Always dividing it by 2. All right, comma, and the 3 and the negative 3 are your two y coordinates, right? Y. So the 3 plus your negative 3 and dividing that by 2. All right, so your negative 2 plus 4 gives you 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Your positive 3 and negative 3 is 0. Divided by 2, of course, 0. So exactly in the middle of these 2 points would be 1 comma 0. Now you don't need to check it every time, all right, but if you were to quick sketch this, negative 2 comma 3, all right, and 4 comma negative 3, all right, and you said you're getting this point 1, 0. Does that look like it's exactly in the middle of those two? And of course it does. All right, next one. All right, so now you're sitting there and you're being a typical, high school student. You're like, oh, what's with the variables? Why do they have to be there? But it doesn't change anything. So you're again going to add up your x's. So your 5c and your c. So 5c plus c, or 1c, right, divided by 2, comma, 2c and 8c, 2c plus 8c. And you'll divide that by 2. All right, well, 5c plus another c is 6c, divided by 2 is 3c. 2c and 8c is 10c. 10c divided by 2 is 5c. And you're always going to represent your coordinates of your midpoint, just like we did here with the 1, 0, and before with the 5, 5, and here with the 3c, comma 5c. You're always going to represent that with a comma in the middle inside a set of parentheses as an ordered pair. All right, I'm going to skip ahead now to this question. Now, this is an important question. I am telling you that M is the midpoint of line segment AB. Fine. If the coordinates of A are 6, 0, and I'm giving you the midpoint of 3, 4, and I want you to figure out B. Now, there's two approaches to doing this. We're identifying that A is 6, comma 0, and M, which is in the middle, is 3, comma 4. And I'm looking for B. Now, you can go with an algebraic approach and say, all right, this is going to be an x and a y, right? So 6 and x have to average 3. So that's just saying 6 plus x divided by 2 has to equal 3. And solve it algebraically. 0 and y have to average 4. 0 plus y divided by 2 has to equal 4. And that will work every time. But from a more visual standpoint, and perhaps a more geometric standpoint, you can look at this and say, hold on a second. I know 3 is dead smack in the middle of 6 and some number. So if I look at it as almost like a translation, all right, how do I get from 6 to 3? Well, that's not a hard question. That's just, I got to subtract 3, right? Well, if 3 is dead smack in the middle, if it's 3 away from 6, it's going to be 3 away from the other one. So you would then repeat that. Subtract another 3. Well, 3 minus 3 is 0. Now think for a second. Is the average of 0 and 6 3? 0 plus 6 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Yeah, that works. Same concept here. To get from 0 to 4, you just add 4. Okay, well, I'll do it again. Add another 4 now. 4 plus 4. And that would give you 8. And that's the same values you would have gotten here. For x would have given you 0. And this y would have given you 8. Most kids prefer this approach as well. Now, to take it about as hard as you can, same concept here. We're giving you the value of m again, but now I got these annoying variable applications in there. No big deal. So if a is a comma 0 and m is 3a comma negative b, and I want to know what b is, same thing, right? 3a better be exactly in the middle. How do I get from a to 3a's? I add 2a's. So I'll do it again. I'll add another 2a's. 5a plus 2a, 3a plus 2a would give me 5a. And here, how do I get from 0 to negative b? Well, you just subtract b. So you would do that again. Negative b minus another b, negative 2b. And that'll work every time, but you gotta pay attention. When are they asking you just to find the midpoint versus when are they asking you to find the missing endpoint? This is for the missing endpoint when they give you the midpoint. All right. These are for when, there it is. These are for when they give you the 2 points and they ask you for the midpoint. All right. So hopefully that helps. All right. Have a good day.